Hey guys, Batman13 here, and this is my custom LEGO Avengers Infinity War showcase. And guys, under time restraints, I was only able to make one figure, but this figure is not a disappointment at all. This is definitely one of my top 10 figures overall, and I really hope you guys like this figure as well. So anyways guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this minifigure showcase. Okay guys, so here is the minifigure, and this is my custom LEGO Captain Nomad, or Captain America, or just plain Nomad for that matter, or Steve Rogers. I don't really know what to call him. Not really confirmed in the Marvel Cinematic Universe or Infinity War what he is called. I don't even know if it's confirmed or not. I haven't really looked it up, but people call him different names. People call him Nomad, Captain Nomad, or Captain America, or Steve Rogers, but I don't really know what to call him. But regardless, without further more rambling, let's go ahead and get straight into this minifigure. Starting off with the legs as always. Again, there's not much I could have done with these legs because the legs were the last thing I did with this figure. You know, besides the sculpting, obviously, the boots were the last thing I did on this figure, and I didn't really have too much time to do too much detail on these. Again, it's just a strap of V-tape on each leg and painted brown with a black wash, and then the knee pads were sculpted. And I think that the knee pads came out probably the best part of the legs, even though they're super simple, and it took me like 5 minutes. Well, not 5 minutes, but probably only took me like half an hour. Not really a big deal. No sweat. But yeah, the legs have black wash on them, and that's pretty much about it with the legs. Nothing much really with that. I just have my own dark blue coloring across the entire figure. Almost looks black in real life, but on camera it looks a lot brighter of a blue here, so that's pretty nice. And then the back here, I did a lot to the back here, a lot of sculpting on here, and a lot on the arms and front as well. So let's just start with out the front. For first of all, now the base of this entire figure I really want to start out with is the actual Captain America figure that came in the Infinity War set, the Outrider Dropship Attack, the Battle Pack kind of set, I guess you could call it. It came in that set, and that's really what I want to clarify. As you guys can see with a couple of these details, I was going to use the official Captain America figure that came in the Civil War sets and even Age of Ultron sets. I was going to use that one because I had a spare one in a poly bag, and I was going to open up that poly bag and just sculpt over the armor and whatnot he has. So I was going to do that, but I didn't really like it. And then when I saw this release, all the leaked pictures and stuff, I was super hyped, and I was going to buy the set, and I was super hyped when I found out this figure came in a battle pack. So I bought the battle pack and I started sculpting on this figure, and I think it came out really nice. So yeah, again, I just sculpted the entire figure with green stuff, as you guys can see here. I don't know how far I can zoom in. I think that's about it. I can't really zoom in too much, but you guys can kind of see there all that sculpting on the figure. I sculpted the red parts on the little like stomach area, and I sculpted the chest part, and I sculpted the sleeves with all the wrinkles on it and stuff. I think it looks really nice with all the wrinkles on the sleeves. Probably my favorite part about this figure is just the attention to the wrinkles on the sleeves, and I think it just really looks nice, and I really love how that turned out. And like I said in the intro, this is probably one of my best figures. Just I really am super proud of the sculpt. And then going on to the back, you guys can see the straps are sculpted. Everything is sculpted, kind of looks roundish, but I don't really mind it. It's the back. I didn't get time to sculpt that little like connector piece, that silver connector piece, so I just left it printed. So I felt like that was okay. You know, because all the time restraints I had, I didn't really have too much time to do this figure. I just didn't, so I didn't really feel like, and I didn't think it was necessary to sculpt that when it was actually printed, and considering the sculpting doesn't go that thick, so it's not really that big and noticeable. It's not really noticeable too much. And then going on to these sleeves, obviously they're sculpted, and then the little shoulder pads are not sculpted. They are actually stuck on with green stuff, because glue doesn't really want to stick with green stuff for some reason. But they are actually E-tape that I actually used green stuff to connect the two together. And then going on to the gloves, which I can get my hand in there. The gloves do go all the way around, and they're sculpted on all sides. The wrists are sculpted on, so there's not that gap anywhere. I did not use any tiny tactical things. I just used clay, green stuff rather, and they actually are 3D. I don't know if you guys can tell, but they are 3D somewhat. There's not really, you can't really tell too much, but it is 3D, and you can totally tell in real life. But all the way across the hand, it is sculpted with green stuff, and I poked tiny little holes for the knuckle holes on his fingerless gloves, and I really am proud how I did that. I put a black wash over it. You guys can't really tell that I did, but I did. And then the straps on the front are just sculpted with green stuff as well. Painted brown, given a black wash. And I think the thing that you guys are really looking at is the head, which I'll get into in just a second. But I want to get into the belt real quick. The bottom half of there, I just put. That was probably the hardest part about this figure, was doing the belt. Oh my god, the belt was freaking crazy. Oh, god dang. Like, that was the most intense thing. Like, the belt buckle right there has so much detail alone on that little buckle. You guys can see a pretty nice shot of that right there. The little silver buckle, it's so much sculpting on that alone. So much detail on that. So, really proud of how that came out. And then the hairpiece and head. Now, I didn't think the hairpiece was great, but I'm really happy how it came out regardless. Now the head was just the head that came in the Outrider dropship attack. I just felt like that captured Chris Evans' likeness a lot, and I really felt like that captured his likeness. Besides, it wasn't 3D sculpted or anything like that. I felt like that it was a pretty nice head, and I was pretty happy with the head overall. And I just sculpted the beard over top, pretty much just sculpting where the print was on there, with lines and stuff, obviously representing hair, and I just think it looks really nice. I think I'm getting really great at sculpting beards and stuff now, since I had practice with Luke in the Last Jedi showcase, and I had some other practice with other stuff before too. But it's really easy. It's just carving in lines with like a toothpick or anything, really. It's just the easiest thing. You just have to get a basic sculpt first, and that's really it. And then the head, the hairpiece right here. Now the hairpiece, you guys are probably wondering what the heck did I use for this. Now the hairpiece, I used the actual hairpiece that came with the figure. If you guys look at my sig fig here, that is the kind of hairpiece I used, which is just the simple wave hairpiece that came in the Superman, comes with Captain America, comes with Star-Lord, and the Milano sets and stuff. It's just this hairpiece, and there's really nothing special. I just sanded the crap out of it, and then I started sculpting on green stuff for hair, and I think it came out really nice. Obviously not as good as some people on Instagram that I found out, but I think it's really cool. I think it's okay, and I think that is actually it for this figure, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys did enjoy, and yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and end this video off. Okay guys, so that has to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching my Avengers Infinity War showcase. And guys, like I said in the intro, I was only able to make just the one custom, but because of time restraints, I was only able to just make the one. But I do plan on making more in the future, such as Iron Man, Thanos, and a lot of other characters from Infinity War, if I like the characters enough after watching the movie. But I have to ask you one favor. It is just not to put any spoilers down in the comments. That is just the dumbest thing to do, and it's just the most rude, and it's just not useful. It's just not necessary to do. The most unnecessary thing you could possibly do in a showcase like this. And just for everybody else's sake who hasn't seen the movie yet, and I ask you guys, don't check the comments if you're watching this a couple days after. But if you get here like the day of, you probably shouldn't see spoilers. But just be careful not to read any comments down below. But anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please comment and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.